right off.
Did we lose you?
It was he was the guy that was supposed to give me the different
Shells.
Bullets?
yeah. I was I was the girl that was
Be careful, Brooke.
put this is terrible.
Oh, it's okay. It happens to us all the time. Trying to think of something like, oh, what is that word? I know this word. I've said it a million
His
times.
bullets, it was just little bullets.
Yeah.
I
Put them in the casing or something so that they could crimp them.
no, it was
Daddy's down there.
they always
Cassie, did your phone work?
Babe.
Hi, princess.
I'll get it out here eventually.
Yeah, it's okay.
But they
What's your story?
Bullets down the guy's pants.
yeah, I know. I was just trying to think of
Reese, do you need a charger?
No, not the face.
Okay.
Is it having?
She's trying to.
Recording, Mom.
Hey, did you give Mom her insulin this morning? Did you give Mom her insulin this morning?
yes.
Okay,
You gonna take your pills?
her pills. And I just gave her
You
her
got
pills.
milk, or you
So
can
we're
take your
good.
pills with your milk?
Okay.
I
Why?
Take your pills first and then tell us the story.
Okay. Yeah, I did that, but I asked her if she took it. I'm sticking.
well,
Once upon a time, in a little town of Willard,
evidently you heard some of the story.
A few times, but we want to hear you tell it again.
But I love this story, so.
And I've never heard it.
How old were you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Oh, I was 18 or so.
Really?
Okay, that's cool.
You were just a youngster then, huh?
Yeah, it was before I was married and all that.
No, he went to that.
But
Yeah, but he's headed on his way back.
I
not have good prices.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, bless you. Sakes.
Again.
Wow. 3 in a row. Watch out for leprechauns.
She's like, alright.
Okay.
Really not.
Yeah, we see another Shark Tank over there. Huh?
Okay. You can make fun of me, just don't make fun of my daughter.
No, she was making fun of me.
Okay.
That was the look she was getting. Jeez. Sharpen that tack up a little bit, would you?
We're all just
It'll
kidding.
sharpen you throughout the day.
Oh, we love you.
I'm not the only Sharice who's not having things together today.
I love
That's
you.
okay.
Shirley,
There's gonna be
All
more
my
people here
personalities
that he can tease
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, it was hanging out to you.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one
It's
anymore.
been me my whole
You what?
life.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one
I'm just
anymore.
trying to help Justin out. I know what he's probably gone through the
I'm going.
estrogen ocean over here.
I'm going through therapy now. Thanks.
But how did Ron show you to handle the estrogen ocean?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just
I've been
surf
there.
and ride it. You just go with the
I got a
flow.
boat.
Yeah.
And you
Titanic.
and you have
And
your
it's
son
sank.
come over every
I know.
once in a
Titanic
while.
is not a boat. It's a ship.
Let's do this.
It's actually at the bottom of the ocean. It's a wreck. Just saying.
You're gonna be a wreck.
What's the difference between a boat and a ship?
A boat is something that can go under the water.
Was I asking you?
Ron would tell you. His submarine was a boat.
Yeah.
Anything on the surface is ship.
And the only
That's that
Wow.
his description.
good, and the only good marine is a submarine.
That's right. The only good marine is a submarine. You remember.
I was gonna say a ship is bigger.
I was too.
That's a big ship.
That's a big ship or something.
Actually, the Titanic was an ocean liner.
Yep.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
Touche.
Oh. Wow. We have an educated guy
I know where you
over
sleep
here.
at night.
I know what he's saying.
I'm just saying.
Not so much education over here.
I do too, because it's
It
next
wasn't
to
it
me.
the first large ocean liner?
It's the second. They made a sister one that actually survived.
Britannia.
Yeah, the Britannia or something like that.
Okay.
Is that all of them?
Hey, Brett.
Did you take more?
Yeah.
You wanna come sit in my lap?
Yeah, she hides her pills under the table like her.
It's Little Army. Where were you guys living?
Well, I was
In Granger.
living in Granger.
You, huh?
I was living in Granger. I was not.
So Granger, that's like what, 20, 30 miles from Dugway, isn't it?
Or more.
About that.
So you guys had cars back then, or did you?
Living the Amish life.
Where's there something I can throw at him?
That's what she was just thinking. Do you have cars back then? He asked me if I had television in my day.
My wife still asks me that.
Yeah.
Yes, and our telephones were plugged into the wall, so there.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
Yeah, but you had old cars.
They were new.
Model T or something.
No.
By the time she was 18, it was actually only the 1940s.
So that
It
32
wasn't the
bucket
1920s.
I'll
Yeah,
bet their cars were 1920s.
Yeah.
They couldn't afford a brand new car.
Grandpa did.
Grandpa always had a new car.
Really?
Okay. She wants Daddy to hold you.
Just about always.
Give me kisses.
So did you drive to work that day, or did somebody take you?
I generally leave.
I love you.
They had bus tickets.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they bust you all out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what were you doing that day? I said no, so she'd come to ask
I
you.
was
We have
working
to
on bullets
get
as
dressed and
usual.
stuff first.
Yeah.
And I was working out of the Twillo and stuff.
Put you down. Gotta go get your stuff.
And
Your shoes and the coat.
I shortly.
There's a rule. Looking to babysitter right now.
Dogs.
Oh. No, she's not a dog.
It's not my turn.
I didn't know she was out.
I think she went out through the dog door, didn't she?
Yes.
Cassie
So
got it
That's
ready.
where she's coming in.
She needs shoes and a coat on.
where were you working that day?
Same as I always did. I was working.
I brought her navy blue sweater.
You want inside, maybe?
Thought we were coming to warm. The bullets.
What I had to do, the job I had to do was I would
Come over this way.
the bullets that I had was not like there's a lot of confusion here.
She's so
That's
excited.
alright.
Somebody to play with.
I had a
Long tray.
long tray like that, and I was inspecting the bullets.
Oh, you
Oh,
were
they had to be like a certain size or something?
Well, no, for flaws, you know, a lot of
I'm sure they were sealed.
those bullets. Some of the bullets would be with flaws in, like the bullet wasn't
Was it seated in there correctly, or?
They weren't casted properly.
Yeah, they weren't
Oh, okay.
casted properly. They,
Didn't get enough metal inside the
well,
mold.
sometimes the bullet would be
Dented?
Deformed.
Yeah,
Deformed.
Okay.
and
And it was just the bullets that went into the casings, right? Just a little bullet tip.
yeah,
Just the just
a
the.
little lead bullet, just so. And sometimes they were deformed, and I would get a whole pile of bullets and look at them to make sure that they were perfect. And if everything wasn't just right, I would have discard the bullet. And but if I looked at them and they were just fine, then I put a thing on top of the bullets. And so then when they were all just right, then I'd flick out the ones that wasn't good. But the ones that was good, all of that, I would take them and put them in. It's hard to describe. I didn't have something. But the bullets that were all just right, I just pour them after I've looked at them and flipped the ones out that wasn't good. I would dump them in another big,
Like a bucket or a scoop or something.
well,
I think it was a tray where they set them up to go automation.
Automation.
Well,
when they were all good anyway, I would pour them in another
Container or something?
container, yeah,
And they were hot, weren't they? Right out of
oh,
the
they were right out of
molds.
the, yeah. And,
That's why she
and they
flicked
were-
them.
Yeah.
Did you have long fingernails? So they didn't
I
burn
don't
you?
remember.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what everyone was laughing about happened. I would take these bullets, and after I'd inspected them, and I put them in a bucket or something like that.
Yeah.
And this guy, he would come along and take the bullets. Usually what they were supposed to do was take these hot, the hot bullets while they were real hot, and I'd have to flip the bad ones and that out, and this guy, just being a smart aleck, he just kept bringing me the red hot bullets, usually they would dump him somewhere, let him
cool off a
cool
little
off
bit.
a little bit before they bring him to me. But he was just being a smart aleck. So he'd bring me those red hot bullets. And I told him several times that
It's not funny.
Yeah, it wasn't funny, and they were burning, and it really hurt. And he just kept doing it. No matter how nicely I asked him about it, not to do it. He just kept doing it and kept doing it, and finally I told him, I said, if you keep bringing me these hot bullets, I said, I'm gonna start returning them and to you. And he just kind of hee-hawed out of it, thought it was funny, and some of the other workers thought it was funny.
Yeah,
And I was really disgusted with him because it was really hurt me. And so he brought me, after I told him that if he did it again, I was going to give it back to him. He just did it again. He hawed again, thinking it was very funny. And so did a bunch of the other men that worked there. They thought it was very funny. And I didn't.
Picking on the little 18-year-old, huh?
Yeah. And so he brought them again, red hot bullets again. And he made the big mistake, and he was quite fat. So
Not large, he was quite fat.
Yeah, that was true. And so when after he'd just given me this pile of red hot bullets, I looked at him and I thought, this guy needs a lesson. And him being fat is one of the biggest part of the story. Because he's to come right next to me to pick up the bullets, and he stooped over, and he's fat. Because he was so fat, he had his pants right in front of my face. And so I just couldn't be tempted anymore. I just when he stooped over, his pants kind of like this.
Butt crack showing?
Was a perfect little V down the crack, huh?
Yep, it was a perfect little something.
Bullet shoot.
So did you just put one bullet down there, or the whole?
Oh, the whole scoop. What was so funny about it was the war dance that he gave me, he showed me. This is when all those red hot bullets hit his bottom. He started screaming and doing
Did you
a
smell
war.
burned hair?
But anyhow, he was nice and warm.
He's jumping around.
Oh, jumping around, he just did the biggest war dance you ever saw in your life.
Bouncing, jumping.
Yep, you bet.
But
Did
it
he
never,
bring you any more red hot bullets?
Nope,
Did he bend over around you anymore?
nope, that was he left me all alone.
That's awesome.
Learned a good lesson that day, did he?
I think he did. I never did have